Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you all so very much for joining me on my latest Fortnite Creative beginner tutorial video that will show you how you can create a team selector. This process is often pretty complex when you look at different tutorials, so I'm going to try to make the simplest version that you can kind of use to figure out how the process works. What is the device that we're looking for? Well, it's basically the team selector. You can find it in your content if you go here and go for select, and you have your basically class or team selector, class selector that allows you to create specific class or teams. Now let's imagine I already have this in my inventory. Let's imagine that you're kind of setting your island so that there are two teams. Players can choose either to be team 1 or team 2. Once we do that, they have different abilities, whatever they might be. In this case, I'm going to show you how this works with using devices that are specific to either team 1 or team 2. However, before we get into that, you need to set up your island settings in your, when you search for team, in your mode option. For mode structure, teams to 3, so go over one number of the teams you have. So in my case I have only 2 teams, so I'm going to set this to 3 and the team size to 1 because I just have 1 player to test it out with. So if you, for example, have 5 teams, you should set the structure to 6 because it allows you for the initial spawn, where your initial spawn player isn't any team at all. So if you go into the player spawner, you'll see that player team is any and player class any. So when you spawn, you're basically team 0, let's call it like that, and then you decide if you want to be team 1 or team 2. So let's place these class selectors here and here, and now let's customize them. Here for the first one, we're going to set a color that is blue. We're going to keep it. We're going to expand the size of the volume to 2.25, which is the space around the same selector or same device. But this is the important element. Class or team to switch to is team 1. So once the player goes through this, they become team 1. Here on the second class selector, we're going to change the color to, let's say, purple. Again, size the volume 2.25. You can change this to anything, of course. And here again, team to switch to is going to be team 2. So once you go through this, you become team 1. Once you go through this, you become team 2. Now how we're going to test this out? Well, we're going to set up 2 of these pads, and we're going to define them to either team 1 or team 2. So here is, I'm going to delete this and set it up better. Okay, and I immediately launched myself. And here we are. This is the first launcher. Let's customize it and say here, activating team, team 1. And here we're going to set it to activating team, team 2. This way you can use this launcher once you're team 1, and you can use this launcher once you team 2. Let's try this out in the game. So we're starting the match, we're entering the match actually, and we have our 2 launches. So let's first of all go through this one and see if it works. It does. It launches the player, it launches them again, but when we go to this device, nothing happens because we're team 1. However, once we go through this area, we become team 2, and here nothing happens, and here we get a launch. So this is the basic principle that you can then apply to your levels. You start off as team any, and then choose to become team 1 with devices that are used by team 1, or team 2 with devices that are used by team 2. Again, if we go through this, we're again back to team 1 and using devices from team 1. So there you have it. It's pretty simple. There are a lot of options and alternatives to this with player counts and so forth, but this is kind of the basic gist of it, the most basic concept of Team Selector, where you can choose your teams once the game starts. There you have it. Short, not that short, but short-ish tutorial. Hopefully you found it useful. Hopefully you found it as something that you can understand and then apply it to your levels and your custom setups for gameplay. If you'd like to support me, if you're really happy with this video, please check out my Patreon page where you can become my Patreon supporter. Please check out my channel membership. All of these are below my video. Also check out my books on Amazon, including my best-selling book that can help you overcome wasting time. And of course the cheapest, easiest way to support me is just to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment or question, or a thank you, and be here for my new videos. Again, my name is Ivica. Thank you so very much for watching. Have loads of fun in your Fortnite creative adventures, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.